Hiya guys, so welcome to day 9 of gameplay today. So as promised, Thursday I said I'm going to do a day of random setups and stuff, so just to mix it up a bit and just to test myself, see if I can sort of adapt in game, might help my sort of end game strategy, mid game strategies and stuff like that. So I don't want to do them too random where I end up sort of really putting myself under unnecessary pressure. So I'm just going to sort of change things slightly with my flag. I've sort of had a few ideas of things I wanted to try and see how I would get on with. Sort of bomb structures and little certain areas of the board that I wanted to sort of have a play around with. So these bombs, then I'm going to sort of go like this. I think, yeah, I'll stick with a bombed in flag just to, again, you know, make it a bit more easy for me to cope with, because I'm going to be a bit all over the place, not knowing, you know, what my strategy is at all. So what's the best way for me to defend? I don't want to, like I say, with a random setup leave myself way exposed. So alright, I'm going to go then with the marshal sort of centered. I'll go for the general in around about the position that I do tend to have it. I'll keep the spy tucked in here. Keep sergeant in this side, keep a miner down here. Actually, I'll keep a miner tucked in there, got a sergeant here. And then what I sort of wanted to do was to carry on then with my colonel kind of strategy, but have them in little gangs of sort of average troops around about them, so that they can go in ahead of them. So yeah, although it's random, I'm still sort of putting a little bit of thought into how I want to go about things, so that I'm not sort of cutting my own throat, so to speak. So that's what I'm going to do. Other than that, I don't really, you know, I wanted to do this thing with the colonel, so let me put this colonel, mix it up a bit. I think I'll keep this colonel on the 3rd lane then for now. Get a captain just ahead, get a sergeant. Now actually, what I want to do then, I found that having a sergeant in this spot here was really handy several times in the game. So let me leave that sergeant there, and let me leave the general there, which is a position he was in previous. I see, it's so tempting for me to want to play the original setup now, because I sort of started developing it and getting used to it. So yeah, perhaps what I'll do is keep some elements of it. I'll put that major there this time, because I was finding it getting stuck a couple of times down that end. I'll keep a major behind, keep him behind the colonel then, and then let's go these lieutenants and the miners behind. Let me think here. Yeah, let's go with that major up there. Not 100% happy about that. Let's put the captain ahead of him then, and then the colonel that way. Some scouts here, get a miner here. Captain on the back line, scout on the back line, and then yeah. Alright, well, I'll save this as well just in case it works for us. Alright, and let's see. Okay, so we've got a nice one this time. We had one sending abuse the other day, so let's see. Okay. Alright, wish me luck, guys. Let's see what we can do. As I say, I feel I'm going to be under a certain amount of pressure from the off anyway, because I'm already kind of trying to work out what I'm gonna do with it all. So we're going to see. We're going to just see what we can do. I mean, like I say, we're going to adapt as we go along, and look to try and achieve what we can. What I may find myself doing is kind of reshuffling my pieces into positions where I'm familiar with what I'm doing, you know, so we may find myself going down that route. But hopefully I can actually get a result out of it, and may learn something in the process, you know. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying the content and stuff, guys. Want to just take the chance to apologise for any of my mistakes and commentary that I do tend to find myself sort of getting pieces mixed up once I start having to think carefully when I speak. I'm thinking of the right piece, but I end up saying the wrong piece, so forgive me for any of those type of things during the commentary, and I hope you're enjoying the content and the gameplay. Obviously I'm only a low level bronze player, so there's only limited people probably going to learn anything from it, but hopefully you'll get entertained nonetheless. And if you're a fan of Stratego, then you know, this is something that you're enjoying, seeing how people think and how they go about things, you know. So okay, I'm just going to pull this colonel back because he looks like he was threatening with that piece. But I do need to work out how I'm going to get him out towards my marshal now, so that's going to be a bit of a concern. So let's see what's going to happen, because if this is a big gun here, then I do need to be aware that you know, my colonel's now under threat a bit. Let's see. Hopefully he's going to come in here with this one, and okay. Alright, well I'm going to have to take the risk there that that's a bigger gun coming in, and hope that you know, I'm not sort of trapped now. But I'll go ahead then and attack this with this. Yeah, okay, well that's alright. So I'm not too concerned about that. And I can even then... okay, so he's now just given me this captain here as well. Must apologise as well, I'll keep calling everyone a he. I don't know quite why. I think that the majority of the people that enjoy this game though are male, from what I understand, so there's probably reasonable course to do that. So anyway, let's see. So I don't want to really reveal my general there for a low piece, so I'm just going to push it aside there, and let him you know, sort of get a free passage there. I may now start to be aware of an escape route here. I'll just maybe even pull back a bit, because if he's coming in now with a big gun, then I need to be aware of that. So just going to be a bit cautious here then. Now we've got a colonel here, so potential for a marshal. Let's just see what we got here. Okay, I was wondering if that was a bomb or not, because it hadn't actually moved. So let's see now. I think what I'll do then is use this sergeant just to come up here and investigate. I've got a feeling that this isn't going to be anything special, so I'm not really concerned about that. I'm just going to tuck my general in a bit so that he's taken care of. And okay, yeah, that's just a minor, so that's fine. So then let's see now. Try and get some information up here around this end. See if I can get round there. And just find out what we got. Now, he may start now coming in because you don't want to reveal this piece, you see. So let's see. Okay, so that's his general then. Actually, yeah, have I lost track of that general already? Yeah, because I think I know. I think I was suspicious of it. All right, well, so then let's just get this miner coming up then. Let's see if I can do one of my favourites, which is to bluff him out now. If he starts coming down here, then that's fine. I can start bluffing him out. There's potential then for his spy here, probably his marshal here then. So with that in mind, I can start coming round this way with my general and cause some havoc there. Okay, well he's now coming down here, so alright, well I'm going to just move my general over because that's a colonel coming in. And what I'll do is just move my miner up, get this out of the way. Actually, I may even just start coming in here now just to see if this is the marshal. This could potentially be a spy here. Yeah, this is what I thought. This is the marshal here. So that's fine. Alright, so then now we really are in business. What I can do then is I can... let's go ahead and try and flush out this spy as well. And see what we've got going on here. What I could do is I can now bluff this, you see, and bluff him that I've got his general pinned. So I'm going to go ahead then and just check here. We may get... now there's a jackpot, guys. He just walked straight in there and decided to come in for my spy. So let's see. I don't want to reveal my marshal here because I'm faking it out down here. So let me just move out of the way with that and see if he's going to go for this spy. No, okay. So that's fine. So then I'll just shuffle along, get that out of the way. If he wants to start sort of lottoing over there, then that's fine. We can do that. I'm not going to get too concerned. There's an exchange down there if needs be. And then what I can even do is just start pressing ahead there if he wants to come down there. Yeah, alright, well that's not a problem. I can handle that. So then what I'll do is I'll just move my general over this way now. I think we've got the spy coming in here. So I just want to be careful of that, and also really just want to maybe shuffle along here, just get myself into position that I've got it covered and stuff. I may even now, let's see, if I push him this way, is he going to come into my trap here? Yes, okay, perfect. So that's what I wanted to do. I was bluffing him along all the time there. So when I sort of pushed him, yeah, okay, there we go, guys. So I was actually a little bit concerned with that one because I you know, well, obviously I was concerned in the first instance because we had a new setup, totally random in the sense where it was different to what I had. But I sort of had some ideas there and it kind of worked out really well for me. So very, very happy with that one. First random setup of the day, guys. Please tune into the next one. I'm going to go for a totally new one again. Might use some of the ideas, you know, because as I said, I don't want to leave myself totally stranded before we even start. But yeah, really nice one there. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about that, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.